Hi, I'm Jason. This is Wine Chat, and we are really excited today to be entertaining our first royalty. We have with us Prinz Felix the Salm-Salm. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes,
I've been practicing that for at least the last 2 hours. And Prinz Felix is here to tell us about his family's estate and a new project you have in the Rheingraf. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm gonna probably mispronounce a few things. You just stop me anytime
no problem.
and say no. That's not how you do it. So we're here to taste the wines of Schloss Wallhausen, but it's Prinz Salm now. Let's go ahead and start with that question. The label has changed recently. What's the story behind that?
The story behind that is that my brother took over the winery in 2006, so the day-to-day business. I started working in the winery in 2007, and we tried to make a more clear label for the winery. Before we had 6 different labels for 20 different wines, not all sold in the US, but we didn't have a corporate identity, and my brother being more on the economic side, we decided to make it more clear for the customer that you could go into a store and say you like Prinz Salm wine and you'll get Prinz Salm wine, and not 5 different labels. And that's why we changed the label to the new Prinz Salm label.
Oh, so tell us, how long has you? Because your family's been making wine for a while. Is that a safe assessment?
Safe assessment.
A little while. So how many generations of winemaking is this?
I'm the 32nd generation of winemakers. We started making wine in 1200, so the first document stating my family making wine in Wallhausen, where we live, where we still live up to today, was in 1200, and yeah, it's gone on until today, and I'm the youngest generation. I'm the 32nd generation, and together with my brother, and together we run the winery.
All right. Now, I understand your father was head of a fairly important organization of growers in Germany known as the VDP, and I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the whole thing because it would be poor. Maybe you can for us.
Yeah, well, VDP is Vereinigung Deutscher Prädikatsweingüter.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah, okay.
Very easy to pronounce. Just stick by VDP, I think that's the easiest to do. The VDP is a top wine growers association in Germany, which has now 200 members. The members can be thrown out. So as a member, you are assessed year by year, at least every 5 years, and your wines are tasted. Your products are looked at, the vineyards are looked at to see whether you're really making high quality wines. And that's what the important thing about the VDP estates is. When you go and look for a bottle of wine, and a bottle of German wine, and you are looking for something on the higher end, sticking with the VDP sign is a very good thing to do as an indication to get high quality wines. So when looking at the capsule, you have the VDP eagle, and most of the stores will have wines with a German wine with a VDP eagle on it, and that indicates that the winery is a high-end winery. It's cutting its yields to make a higher quality, along with a lot of other things. It's trying to work with nature, not against nature. And there's certain grape varieties which are typical for Germany, which are in production, so mostly concentrating on Riesling, although it differs through the regions. And that's really a good indication, a good sign to go by. I have to talk about this a lot because my dad was the president of the VDP for 17 years, so from 1990 to 2007. And yeah, so he did a lot of work for the VDP, and that's why I'm very enthusiastic about it.
All right. Now, I understand you have recently, or you're about to graduate from Geisenheim. Is that correct?
Yes, I just graduated 4 weeks ago, actually.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, for those who might not be familiar, that is, would it be fair to say that's roughly equivalent in Germany to our program at, say, UC Davis?
Yes.
It's the most prestigious in the country,
Yep.
and certainly one of the more prestigious schools for winemaking in Europe. So, what are your plans now? What did you specialize in something, and what do you plan to do with your life now that you're grown up? Let's see.
I'm specializing in wine. I've been in the winery, in Prinz-Salm winery, since 2007 full-time, next to my studies. My direct project are the Rheingraf wines. That's why I'm wearing this sweater, because of the Rheingraf wines, which are in Rheinhessen. Yeah, here you have the Rheingraf wines, and that's a winery in Rheinhessen. So we also have more wines which are dry in style, Rieslings which are dry in style, and this is what I'm concentrating on at the moment. 2007 was the first vintage. We're really trying to start slowly with the high-end wines from the winery. So last year only 1,500 cases are made of this, and that's my project for the moment, or for hopefully the next couple of years.
Okay, let's taste this wine. Let's see what we've got, and let's go ahead and dump that one.
So this now is a dry Riesling.
Okay.
Which for the US is not that common, but Riesling can be anything from dry to very sweet. And that's a very important thing to know about Riesling. In Germany, Riesling, there's more dry Riesling than there's sweet Riesling. Although it differs in the regions. So the further north you go to the Mosel and the Nahe, there will be more sweeter style Rieslings than when you go more southwards, where the style tends to be more dry.
All right. Now, this is your wine.
Yes.
Tell me, what am I looking for in the nose here?
Generally speaking, in a Riesling or from Rheinhessen, from Rheingraf wines, you're generally looking for peach, nectarine aromas. When going further up north, it's more the lime, citrus characteristics. In this one, you're definitely looking for ripe fruit aromas, ripe nectarine, ripe peaches. Although this is still very young, being from the 2008 vintage, so it will still take some months to open up.
How long do you think this wine will last? Cellared correctly. What is the ideal drinking age, and how long on the outside?
I think this dry QBA Riesling you should drink probably within the next 5 years.
Okay. All right, let's give it a taste.
And the taste, you have a nice dry palate, nice acidity, and it's very animating. It really gets your taste buds going. But here you also see it still is young. Yeah, it really gets your taste buds going. It's there. It's really very open, but you don't have a lot of the secondary aromas, which will only come out in a couple of months and start to develop.
There's been an association of German wine with kind of a sweet, mass-produced product, and I think we're just kind of getting over that. So if you had one thing you could communicate, and I know you guys are very concerned with communicating to an export audience a different way of German winemaking. If there's one thing you could communicate to the American audience, what would it be about German wine?
Go and try different styles of Rieslings. That's what I can really communicate, and be open to new things. Don't put Riesling into one slot. Riesling, German wines has from dry red to dry Rieslings to sweet Rieslings, can do anything really. So be open-minded and go out and taste different kinds of wines from different regions, from different producers.
All right, there you have it from Prinz Felix. Try a lot of Riesling. You can find some of that at internetwines.com. Thank you, Prinz Felix, for coming on the show.
Thank you
you can catch us next time at winechat.tv. Until next time.
Cheers.